Big shout out to Saviola Harris who attends Ferncourt High School. Ferncourt is a traditional high school located in Claremont, St. Anne's, Jamaica. Thank you, Saviola, for choosing Geography well. For this video, we will discuss the answers to question number 2 on the 2021 May-June CSEC Geography Paper 2 examination. Question number 2 deals with the physical aspect of geo, where you are given a diagram of the rock cycle and you're to answer the question that follow. I'm going to scroll down to the first one. So the first question asks, what type of rocks is most likely to be included at A? Now at A you see made from liquid magma. Remember that igneous rock is a type of rock that is made from magma. So the answer for part 1 is definitely igneous rocks. Part 2 asks us to state 2 processes that help to transform type A rocks into type B rocks. Now type A into type B. Now on the outer skirt of the line or the flow line, you will realize that there are 4 processes here. So weathering, erosion, transportation, and deposition, these are the processes that will help to transform type A rock into type B rock. So weathering, erosion, transportation, and deposition, whichever 2 you wrote, you should get your 2 marks for it. For the information in figure 2, you're to outline how metamorphic rocks are formed. Now, by the information collected for part 1 and part 2, we ascertain that part A was igneous rock, and based on the information in part B, we know that part B is sedimentary rock. Now, what CXC wants to know is how do we basically get metamorphic rock, which is part C. Now, metamorphic rocks, they are formed when igneous rock or rock type A rocks are placed under heat and pressure. So when igneous rocks are placed under heat and pressure, then we have metamorphic rocks developing. Alright, let's move on to question B, part B. Part 1 of part B, you're to define soil creep, and soil creep is the slow downward movement of weathered material on a slope, and it is usually influenced by gravity. The soil creep is the slow downward movement of weathered material on a slope that is influenced by gravity. Now, mass wasting is the movement of weathered rock debris or soil down a slope due to the influence of gravity. So mass wasting is the movement of weathered rock debris or soil down a slope due to the influence of gravity. And that would have, you would have been awarded 4 marks for your response. Part B of the question, part 2 of this question asks that you explain how the main form of weathering occurs in karst or limestone landscape. Now, the main type of weathering that occurs in karst limestone areas in the Caribbean is carbonation. Now, with carbonation, we have the rainwater absorbing and mixing with carbon dioxide in the atmosphere to produce a weak carbonic acid. Now, carbonic acid, it acts on the calcium carbonate in limestone to form calcium bicarbonate. Calcium bicarbonate is soluble, thus it is dissolved by water and carried away in solution. Carbonation is the main type of weathering process that takes place in limestone landscape or limestone region, and this is where rainwater mixes and absorbs carbon dioxide in the atmosphere to basically produce a weak carbonic acid. Carbonic acid, it acts on calcium carbonate in the limestone to form calcium bicarbonate, and calcium bicarbonate is soluble, so it is easily dissolved by water and carried away in solution. That would have given you 4 marks. Now, part C to the question states that in October 2010, The district of Sophia, a mountainous region in the southwest of St. Lucia, experienced devastating landslides. Here to explain why landslides occurred in this situation. Now, the first thing you can do is to define the term landslide, and landslides are fast movement of weathered material, often with water down steep slopes under the forces of gravity. Now, a landslide could have occurred in the district of Sophia because the first thing is that the La Sophia stratovolcano exists in this district, and this volcano has very steep slopes, and this could have encouraged the base of the slope to become unstable. So because the slope is very steep, it could mean that the slope is also unstable, right? And this could basically lead to a landslide. The area could have experienced an earthquake activity that could basically aid in the slope becoming unstable and sliding as well. Another reason is that the area could have experienced a prolonged period of rainfall, and we know that the excess amount of water moistens the soil and makes it unstable, which could have led to the landslide. Another reason is that they could have large-scale deforestation within that region. Now, remember that tree roots help to hold the soil in place. However, when they are removed, this basically allows for the topsoil to become loose and is easily washed away or carried away by wind and water. The base of the mountain could have also become unstable due to construction purposes. So, for example, if they're building a road at the base of the mountain, this could basically cause the slope to become unstable as well. Once you were able to explain approximately 2 or 3 of these factors or causes, then you should be able to get your 6 marks. And then part D to the question asks that you explain how vegetation contributes to the formation of latter soils in tropical rainforests. Now, in the tropical rainforest, there is an abundance of plant cover, and this basically protects the latter soils from erosion and keeps it moist, which enhances chemical weathering and bacterial activities. Now, the evergreen nature leads to the production of thick layers of litter from leaf fall called humus, which falls on top of the O-horizon layer. Now, the high daily temperature, which is usually between 26 or 30 degrees Celsius, and the annual rainfall, usually above 2,000 millimeters, it enhances bacterial activities. Now, this permits the replacement of humus, which is often leached away into the soil. Now, the thin layer of humus, it gives the topsoil a dark color, and humus does not stay in the soil very long because the plant roots take it up very quickly, and the remainders oftentimes leach further into the soil. Now, vegetation is rich in the tropical rainforest, so there is always a constant supply of leaf litter for it to basically supply humus. So the rich vegetation is helping or aiding in the formation of latter soils.
We are at the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell in order to receive more videos like these. Leave comments below suggesting topics that you would want me to present on. In the comment section below, comment the name of your school and the territory for a shout out in my next video. Until then, bye!